Hi, guys. I'm just waiting for more of you to join, and then I'll take attendance. Let's wait just 2 minutes, and we'll start. Okay, less than half of the class. I'm going to go ahead and start. Okay. عمرو. Amr, are you there? Abdurrahman Ahmed?
Amr here, miss.
Okay, dear.
Miss,
Yes?
Okay.
I was late.
It's okay. Okay, Amr is here. Abdurrahman Ahmed? Abdurrahman Amgad?
Here.
Okay, thank you.
I'm here.
All right, Tanahi?
Yes, here.
Thank you. Asir? Asir, are you there? Hamid? Mamdouh? Mamdouh, it says you're here. Are you there? Okay, maybe something's wrong with your mic. All right, Mamdouh, Mustafa? Muhannad?
Here.
Thank you. Omar?
Here.
Uday?
Here.
Okay.
Miss,
Yes?
what books will be used to
All right, let me finish attendance. Slok, just your language arts textbook and your notebook. Shlok is not there. Salim?
Okay. I'm here.
Okay, hi Salim. Yasin?
Here.
Hisham, sorry?
Here.
Yasin Hisham, all right. Yasin Sadat? All right, Yasin Sadat, you're not there? I thought I saw your name. All right, not sure where he is. Okay, Yasin Duini?
Here.
Okay, thank you. Yusuf?
Yes, miss.
Zain? Ziad? Aysel?
Here.
Habiba?
Here.
Thank you. Hana Halawa? Hana Sultan? Okay. Kenzie?
Here.
Thank you. Malak? Malak, are you there? Nurhan? Reem? Okay, and Sabine?
Here.
Okay, thank you, dear. All right, so I shared my screen. Can everybody see it?
No.
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 No. Yes, now it's loaded. No. Yes.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so we stopped on number 21. We're going to finish this exercise before moving on to this week's vocabulary. All right, raise your hand if you'd like to answer the last 5 questions. We have 5 volunteers. Kenzie, number 21. Yassine, 22. Sabine, 23. Danahi, 24. I need one more. And Yassine Hisham, 25.
Patty and Jacob made their own musical instruments. They made their own musical instruments.
All right, thank you. They. 22. Patty, are you there, Yassine? Yassine was number 22, I think.
Yes, I'm here. Betty made an instrument with a can and dried beans. Betty, he.
Patty is a girl.
She.
She. All right, thank you, Yassine. 23.
That's me. Jackpot made an instrument with a box rubbed bands. He.
He. Thank you. 24.
Me.
Go ahead.
The instrument looked like a guitar. The instrument will be it.
It's very good. It's an object. Thank you. 25.
Betty and I listened to Jacob play the handmade guitar. Betty and I.
We. Very good. Patty and I, we. Okay, does anybody have any questions?
No.
Questions at all about pronouns?
No.
Okay. So
Miss,
let's move on now. Yeah?
Miss, can you ask something about the object pronoun?
Sure.
Is
About
the
object?
Yes.
Okay.
Is the object like the him and her and things like this?
Yes. These are objects. An object pronoun can be used as the object of a verb, the object of an action verb. Or it comes after words such as for, to, with, in, right? The object pronouns are me, you, him, her, it, us, and them,
Okay, thank
Alright.
you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right, so let's move on now to the vocabulary. This week we are reading poetry in your reading writing workshop textbook and your literature anthology. So this week we only have 4 vocabulary words and then we have 4 poetry terms. For your homework today, you're going to write the definitions and the sample sentences for these 4 vocabulary, and you're just going to write the definitions for the poetry terms. Okay, we're going to briefly read these poetry terms, read what they are, and then we're going to discuss them later on in the week. And today we're going to discuss this week's vocabulary as well. Okay, can I get a volunteer, please, to read barren?
Can I?
Go ahead, Sabine. Your hand is raised. Go ahead.
We traveled across French land than to seeing a single tree or bush.
All right, we traveled across barren land without seeing a single tree or bush. What do you see in the photo, Sabine?
A car driving
All right, a car driving in what?
on a land.
All right, what type of land?
Sandy land.
Sandy, okay. So this is, what is the word for a land that is full of sand? It's called a desert, right? So here we can say the desert is barren. This means that there's no life here on this land, okay? The land is barren, there is no life there. Nothing grows there, okay?
Okay.
So which is barren, a green forest or a sandy desert? A sandy desert is barren, right? It doesn't have, it's lifeless and it's not able to grow anything. Okay, this is what barren is. Number 2 is expression. Amr?
Expressions. James wrote songs as an expression of his beliefs about friendship. Miss, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, dear. Okay, James wrote songs as an expression of his beliefs about friendship. When you express something, this means that you put your thoughts or your feelings into
Your
words or actions. Poems are also an expression of
thinking.
your
So,
Yes.
ideas and your thoughts, right? So an expression is when we put our ideas,
hello?
our thoughts, our
Can't
feelings
hear
into
anything.
words. Okay?
Singers
Um,
make some songs for their to say their expression to.
Again, dear, I'm sorry. Singers
I
express
said
themselves through their songs. That's right. Their expression of themselves.
yes.
Okay, thank you. Number 3, meaningful. Kinsey?
The students had a meaningful discussion about how to protect the environment.
Okay. So what do you think meaningful means? Based on the suffix and the root word. Meaningful means
It's a lot of meaning.
full of meaning.
Meaning.
Okay, so this means something that is important, right? Full of meaning, full of importance, full of full of purpose, right? So the students had a meaningful discussion about how to protect the environment. There are other meaningful discussions you can have. So again, meaningful is something that has importance or purpose. All right, and number 4 is plumes.
What can I say it?
Go ahead.
Each year, peacocks shed their beautiful tail plumes and grow new ones.
All right. Each year, peacocks shed their beautiful tail plumes and grow new ones. So plumes are.
A
What do you think
part of
plumes are?
the animal tail.
All right. Which part of the tail? Big fluffy feathers, right? Or feathery parts of birds, of an animal. Okay. So plumes are the feathers here that you see.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And for your poetry terms, we have lyric, alliteration, meter, and stanza. I think we all know what lyric means. We took it before when we read poetry last term. Meter is the we also know meter. We went over meter, and we know that stanza is how the poem is broken down, right? Instead of single lines, it is broken down into 4 lines, right? Into several stanzas. All right, let's read the terms together. Can somebody read lyric for me?
Yes, Miss.
Go ahead.
Miss, what did you say again? Because I
Can you
didn't
read
hear.
lyric?
Yes, yes. Miss, this is lyric is one of our words.
Lyric is one of the poetry terms. So I told you guys you have 4 vocab this week and you have 4 poetry terms. For your homework, you're going to write the definitions and the sample sentences for these 4 vocab. And then for the poetry terms, you're only going to write the definitions. Okay?
Okay. Lyric. Some poets will write lyric poetry that describes their feelings about nature and seasons.
Okay. So here it says it describes their feelings. A lyric poem is a short poem, again, that describes someone's feelings. Okay, so this is how we know if it's a lyric poetry. It describes the poet's feelings. Okay, the next one is meter. Meter, Habiba.
Yes, miss. Amir dictated her fingers in rhythm to the meter of the poem as she read it aloud.
Okay. So the meter is like the rhythm. Okay. Do you know when you listen to a song, it has a rhythm? It refers to, or it tells us the pattern of sounds in a line. Okay. So it's usually a regular pattern, which means the syllables in each line are stressed, then unstressed, stressed, then unstressed. Okay, and this is so that it sounds nice to the reader. Okay, you don't need to worry yet about meter because we're going to take it as a separate lesson, but you just need to know that meter is the repeating pattern, of stressed and unstressed syllables in a line.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Number 3 is alliteration. Alliteration. Aisel?
Loose lamp shows alliteration because the same constant sound brings two or more words.
Okay, so so here do you hear lose lamb? Here we have alliteration here because we have what letter in both? We have L and L, right? This is alliteration. So alliteration is when you repeat the same consonant sound at the beginning of a group of words, all right? 2 or more words. This is called alliteration. Okay, again, we're going to look at examples of alliteration in the text.
Yes, we
We're going
only
to point
have
out
4 vocab.
all day. Where were you? I said twice probably. We have 4 vocab. 4 vocab. Again, guys, I'm not going to say it again. Listen, guys, for your homework, you're going to write these 4 vocabulary definitions and sample sentences, and the poetry terms, only the definitions. Okay? All right, so back to alliteration, guys. I was telling you that it is the repetition of the same sound at the beginning of a group of words, same consonant sound. Okay, we're going to talk about this later, and we're going to point out the alliteration and the meter in both the poems in your reading writing workshop textbook and your literature anthology. Okay, thank you, Aisel. And the last one is stanza. Stanza. Mamdouh, are you there? Okay, Zain, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Zain. Can you read stanza?
In some poems, each stanza may have 4 lines.
Okay, so the stanza is typically 4 lines. A stanza is a group of lines in a poem. Okay, again, we're going to see in the poems that we're reading, a stanza, it can be 3 lines, it can be 4 lines. It is the group of lines in a poem. Okay, it's usually broken down into stanzas. Okay, does anybody have any questions about any of these poetry terms? Don't worry, we will practice.
No.
We will practice all of these poetry terms within each lesson. Okay, we have time to do that this week. Don't worry. Okay, quickly, I want for you guys to write down the features of lyric and free verse poetry because we have these 2 types this week, lyric and free verse poetry. Lyric is one of your poetry terms, but free verse is not. So we're going to discuss what free verse is.
Write in the notebook.
Write this in your notebook, guys, yes. First, we have lyric poetry, which expresses the poet's thoughts and feelings. Okay, it expresses the poet's thoughts and feelings. It uses a regular meter. Again, what did we say meter is? Meter is the pattern of sounds.
Miss, should we write these things in the lyric?
Yes,
poetry?
guys, write this in your notebook.
No, I mean in the lyric poetry, the place of the vocabulary word.
This is not just the definition, it's a bit more. You can write the
So-
definition either from this or from your textbook. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me here make bullet points for you. The lines in lyric poetry may be grouped into small units. What are the small units called?
Stanza.
Stanzas. Okay, the lines may be grouped into small units called stanzas. Okay, lyric poetry may contain rhyme. What is rhyme, guys? We all know what rhyme is. Two things rhyme. This means that they both have
They have the same sounding.
the same ending sound, right? They both end in the same sound, or it's the repetition of the final sound in two or more words at the end, or of two or more words. All right. It may also contain alliteration. And what is alliteration, guys? We said alliteration is the repetition of sound at the beginning of two or more words. Right? Like we had lose lamb, l. This is alliteration.
Need to chill for seashore. Like miss a lot of words that start with the same letter.
That's right. Next to each other.
Okay.
Okay. So these are the features of lyric poetry. They're a bit long, right?
Yeah. Not a bit, it's so long.
Just because the text is big. There you go. Now it looks like less, right?
No, it's still.
No, I didn't trick you like this. Okay. Does anybody have questions about lyric poetry? Remember, once we start reading and we point out the difference between the two, and we point out what lyric poetry is, it will make it easier for you. Let's go ahead and write the features of free verse, and then I'll give you guys 2 to 3 minutes to finish writing. What is free verse poetry? How is it different from lyric poetry? So it also expresses the poet's thoughts and feelings, but it has no set rhyming pattern. Lyric poetry can rhyme, but free verse never rhymes. It never has a set line length. Okay, so there may be different line length throughout the poem, and it may be organized into stanzas, and it may also have alliteration. But the main difference is that it has no set rhyming pattern. Right, but also expresses thoughts and feelings by using carefully chosen words but it has no set rhyming pattern and or has no set rhyming pattern, meter, so no meter, or line length. Okay. It may be organized into stanzas, and it may also have alliteration. Okay.
Okay.
So what's the main difference between the two? It has no meter, no set rhyming pattern, free verse. Whereas lyric
No set-
poetry
No
has
rhyming.
regular meter and it often has rhyme. Okay, they both express thoughts and feelings. Pay attention to these, to the features of each, because this will be on your quiz. Maybe I will ask you which expresses the poet's thoughts and feelings. What would the answer be?
The both
Lyric-
free
Both
verse.
of them, okay?
Both.
If I ask you which one has a set meter,
Lyric
The
both.
lyric.
which one uses regular meter, lyric, okay? Which one does not, free verse, which may be organized into stanzas?
The
Lyric both.
lyric.
No, free verse.
Both of them, both. So here we have the lines may be grouped into stanzas, may be organized into stanzas. Both of them can be grouped into stanzas. Okay, the main difference between the two is that free verse has no set rhyming pattern, meter, or line length, but lyric poetry has regular meter and it often contains rhyme. Okay,
Okay.
all right, is everybody finished?
No.
Almost finished.
All right, 1
Okay.
minute, and then I'm going to give you guys this week's spelling words. Any questions, guys?
No.
No.
Thanks. It's happened to.
Okay, can I move on?
No, 1 minute.
In the last sentence.
No.
Done, guys?
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Wait,
No,
look at
no,
us.
miss,
No.
no.
Okay, 1 minute.
You just said yes, I finished.
No, somebody said no. Okay, can I give you guys now the spelling words? So this week we are focusing on the suffixes ance and ence. They often make they both make the same sound. Okay, but they're spelled differently. We have sense, yes.
Where are we supposed to get the four lyric meter alliteration stanza?
So they're here in they should be at the back of your book, right?
What book?
They should be with where you normally get your vocabulary words and the glossary at the back of the literature anthology textbook.
No, I don't.
The
I
poetry
didn't
terms.
find them.
Did you look?
No.
You looked and you didn't see them?
Yeah.
Miss, the
book is
poetry
in front
terms
of
is
me.
not there. The poetry terms is after the small story.
I know,
They're
dear, but
after.
they should be with the vocabulary because they're all in yellow. I thought they were.
They're
No,
not here.
they're not with the vocabulary.
Okay, so you can so all right, guys. So you guys can just write the four. Just write the four vocabulary. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So here are your spelling words. We have distance, importance, balance, attendance, absence.
Importance.
Yes,
What is
Notice, guys, how some of these end in A-N-C-E, some of them end in E-N-C-E, but they both sound the same. So absence, attendance, they both sound the same, the N sound. But the trick is to remember when a word ends in A-N-C-E and when it ends in E-N-C-E. Okay, and you will remember this with practice.
This is spelling spelling for this week. The sheet will be the definition for the spelling.
Okay,
Almost.
Yassine, why do you keep opening the mic and making noises? I'll have to put you in the waiting room. I'm not sure if you can hear me or what.
Wait, hello?
Yassine, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you unmuting to make noises?
I was just making my stuff.
You're just what?
I'm passing out some room because my laptop couldn't fit in. Sorry.
Okay.
Sometimes I just say weird things while I'm doing things.
Okay, but you're unmuting to do that. That's disruptive,
because-
right?
Because I did have my headset on the space key.
Okay. All right. So we stopped at number 6.
Miss, will we have definitions in the sheet for the spelling?
No, dear, no definitions.
Okay.
Unless you want definitions. Do you want the definition sheet? I can put it for you.
No.
I don't love them at all. I don't like
I
them.
mean, I do love them, but Googling like each word piece by piece is
Takes
kind of
time.
hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not this week.
And
Okay,
some-
number 9
some
is
have definitions.
disturbance. Number 10, appearance. All of these suffixes mean the same, whether they end in A-N-C-E or E-N-C-E. They mean the state of or the quality of. Okay.
Miss, but how are the suffix if we didn't put ANCE for distance, it will be dist. Nothing is named dist. It's not a suffix like this.
It
It's
should be
considered.
distant.
It's considered a suffix. Okay. When it comes to
But-
this, these are considered suffixes.
But suffix like
It's a
it must
suffix
when you-
added to the root word.
Yes.
But it doesn't not necessarily when you remove A-N-C-E, it has to be a word. No, here we have importance, comes from the word important, and we change the end to make it importance, but it's still considered a suffix.
Yeah, because like distance, I can't
Comes from distant.
place distant. It's this kind of thing.
They are suffixes, guys.
Okay.
Suffix.
Okay, 11 is assistant. Guys, write with me because by the time I finish, the meeting will probably end.
So 5 minutes left.
Ignorance. 13, brilliant. 14, ambulance. 15, resident.
Miss,
Yeah.
if ambulance is like a suffix, what is it? What is its original word or?
What is the root word? I am not sure.
Me too.
Yes, I'm not sure, to be honest.
Because every
But
time like people say ambulance, and they don't know what its root word.
I don't know what the root word is, but I know that this is considered a suffix. The suffix is A-N-C-E.
Dependence. It must be independence. Why is it
Dependence or
independent?
independence. So dependence is the opposite of independence.
Yes.
To be independent means
you.
you don't depend on anything
Someone or
anyone.
something.
Yeah, but dependence means that you do depend on something or
I
someone.
think we are losing time.
We have time, dear. We're on 16. Residence, radiance. 17 is reluctant. 18, persistence.
Disturbance.
19, hesitance.
'Is there such word called persistence?
Persistence, yes.
Oh yeah, I know.
To persist.
Yeah, because I thought it was an
The state
imaginary
of
word.
persisting.
Yeah, because I thought it was like an imaginary word because I found it in a game.
1 second, guys.
Miss, what's number 20?
1 second. I skipped a word, so I'm looking for it. Resistance.
Brilliance.
No, Miss, we do it.
No, we didn't do resistance. We did resident. We didn't do resistance.
So this week the spellings are hard a little bit.
They're a little
Yeah.
bit difficult.
I mean, if you like memorize
They're
the
so long.
suffix and know the root word and know how to merge it, you're fine.
Like, I mean, they're so long.
Creature, measure, rancher. 24 is vigilance. And 25 is inference. Okay?
Okay, finished.
All right.
I'm almost finished.
Okay, there are 2 minutes left for the meeting. If you have finished the
Yeah.
spelling words, you can leave. Those of you who are still writing, you have until the meeting ends to finish writing the spelling words. Today, I will post your spelling sheet. Your homework, again, is the definitions. Just write the definitions for the 4 vocabulary words.
Okay.
If you couldn't find the
We will not write the
definition-
sentence.
the definitions
Miss,
and
you
the
have
sample
the-
sentences. Sorry for the 4 words. But
Yes.
for the poetry terms, you don't have to write them because you said the definitions are not there. I will check again. And that's it, guys. No, sorry, you have also a grammar sheet. So it's just quick revision for the 2 lessons that we revised today.
Okay.
Okay, so every day we're going to be practicing up
Miss,
until your test.
Miss,
Yes,
You
you
have
left,
the
yes, Reem?
Miss, you laughed at me when I get the second session, yeah, Miss. There is this second session. No,
Reem, what are you saying?
She means that you didn't accept her in the meeting in the second session. She tried to log in, but you did not accept her, and you kept her in the
Reem,
waiting
you
room.
were not in the waiting room. You just joined 1 minute ago. You joined 1 minute ago, and I accepted you into the meeting. And I told you last session when you joined at the end of the first session that the meeting had started at 10:35, and that our second session starts at 11:20 for you to join.
Miss, I don't know the schedule.
So you need to check your schedule, Reem. The schedule has been posted.
I sent it many times on our group, I think.
Okay, Reem, so you can check the group. Because like this, you didn't attend either meeting. You came in the last 5 minutes of both.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right, guys, the meeting will shut off. If you have any
Okay.
other questions, you can message me after the session. All right?
Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I got to finish 1 minute, please.
I'm leaving it
okay.
until it shuts off automatically.
Okay. I'm leaving now because I finished.
Rancher.